Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Miss K. One example of that I've witnessed personally of positive peer pressure is my second year of teaching. We happened to be a lot of young educators at the school. So about, let's say, 8 plus minus. We all didn't have our driver's licenses. But then one of us decided to, okay, I'm going forth and I'm going to make sure, because it was kind of a town way far, so I'm gonna make sure from this side, when I leave this town, if I have to move and get a transfer to some other place, I have my driver's license. So most of the people, like all our young people, started getting motivated, and we started making sure that we leave that place with our driver's licenses, and we did it, and you are positively impacted. And I also saw at some places it could be that there are also young people. You see that people are taking care of themselves, they're dressing well, they're taking care of themselves, and you start also wanting to look good and feel good about yourself. Or it could be that at some places you see that other people are owning houses, young people are working hard to buy their houses. So you want to make sure I also buy my house. You are positively influenced to do something that is good for you. Now, please take note. Do not confuse positive peer pressure with envy or jealousy. If you see that your peer is getting high marks, and usually you get high marks, and now they got higher than you, it shouldn't mean that you should be sad about it, because that can kind of bring mixed emotions to the next person. It's not about beating you, it's about doing good. So it's about all of you doing good. It should not be a competition, it should be that you are all doing good. And that's what the focus should be. You shouldn't envy the next person as if you just want to compete with them. You should be able to grow through getting motivated by them. Because I've seen some of us even cry when the next person beats you in a test, but you have 90%, and the moment they get 92%, you said, it's okay, it's okay, you all in the 90s. Okay. Teenagers, you need to understand that your parents are the greatest influence in your life. They are the strongest, I repeat, strongest influence in our lives, in your lives, your parents. Most of our guardians and parents try by all means to model good behavior and motivate good friendships. That is why you find your parents saying, I don't want you staying with that child. Maybe because they have seen them taking drugs, they've seen them taking part in activities that they shouldn't be taking part in, or it could be that they've heard some things about them and they don't want you getting involved in that. So they're trying to protect you. Now, most of us play victims. It could be also your teacher. Your teachers wants the best for you. A teacher can't be standing in class and doesn't care about the results that you get. The only time the teacher might not care is when they know they have tried, but you're not giving them, you're not meeting them halfway. Not that they really still don't care, it's just draining emotionally draining for them, that they just kind of get discouraged. However, they don't give up on you. So you need to make sure you're also meeting them halfway. A parent should not be in competition with a teacher. Not quite in competition, just to say there shouldn't be unnecessary fighting. Meaning my child comes comes home and tells me, no, Miss K said this and this to me. There should be, I as a parent should be an independent thinker. I should understand that my action, after being told that by my child, my actions either build or breaks that child. Because if a child gets to know that I can go in and lie, I can even go to my mom and lie about what happened at school, and she will get here and make sure what you're actually doing is disadvantage that child. They kind of manipulate you. So we need to be open-minded. We need to be able to create a relationship, parent and the learner and the teacher, to be able to focus and be able to make sure that none of us as a teacher and a parent ruins that child. See their parents overreacting on a situation that they know was not true, or not know that it was not as bad as they exaggerated it to be. They get a big head. So they come to school and they think, I'm untouchable. But in actual fact, what you are breaking is the child. And we need to take note of that and try to get rid of that. Be open enough to go and communicate with the teachers and really understand things from both sides of the situation, so that we can help build these kids. And you as a child should also be able to own up to and take responsibility. If you are involved in activities that you shouldn't be involved in, you need to get rid of it. You need to make sure that you own up and face it, and understand that my action can either break me or build me. So I need to be able to face the consequences of my actions. You as a learner, as a student, need to be able to stand your ground. And if you know that I've done wrong, you have done wrong, and it's okay to do wrong, because every one of us have made some mistakes in life. It's okay to do mistakes, but it's not okay to do mistakes that we know are mistakes. We need to be able to say, I know that there's nothing good that comes out of me consuming or taking drugs, and there's no day that I will ever be able to celebrate it. I just get addicted and I become a victim and I become a slave to these drugs. And in the end, who do I become? What do I become? What becomes of me? What kind of person are you going to be? You need to be able to establish that at a young age. Not that you should be now just thinking, hey, in future. Just make sure you make decisions that are building you. You take decisions and you stand your ground. No should mean no. If somebody offers, you need to be known for a person who sticks to their values. You don't have to even allow the next person to kind of distract you from learning, because you know that time is money. You don't want to waste it. And there is nothing good, there is nothing good that comes out of doing something bad. There is always consequences. And we don't want to be risking ourselves and our lives, and try to kind of meet each other halfway and build a foundation and a future that is very good for our precious kids. In addition to that, to communicate maturely, not aggressively or possessively, no matter how frustrated we are, how angry we are. Teenagers, you also need to understand that when we witness that you are being pressured by your peers and you are changing, it frustrates your parents, it frustrates your teachers, because they want the best for you. So when your parents are scolding you, or your teachers, they're not scolding you because they kind of want to offend you. It's not that it makes them happy to just be talking. They scold you, or they punish you so that you can learn from your mistakes, so that you can grow and become somebody that is disciplined. You need to be content with yourself. You need to stand your ground. Be content with who you are. Understand that there will always be inequalities in life. Some people will have more, some people will have less. And we need to believe in ourselves and know that I am who I am, and I accept myself for and my family, and I'm not going to wish to be somebody else. I'm not going to try to fit in. You need to learn to make positive decisions and stand by them, stick to them. One example that I forgot to give earlier of peer pressure is when you're in class and you ask a question, and let's say the answer is 10, and now you got 10, but because everybody else around you is saying the answer is 5, you get tempted to adjust your answer, but you know that the right answer is 10. But so when the teacher asks you what is the answer, you just say 5 because other people are saying 5. But you know that the answer is 10. So that is also another example of peer pressure. You don't want to be adjusting your decisions just because, let me stand out, let me be the one that is saying 10 while everybody else is saying 5. You stand your grounds. It's okay if it's wrong. It's fine. We are learning. We are at school to learn. We're not always right. So that's perfectly fine. So if I don't understand how the answer could be 5 while I got a 10, let me stick to my answer whether I'm the only one saying it. Learners, students, beloved teenagers, do not deceive yourselves into believing that you can do everything by yourself. You can't, because you can't. The truth is you can't. You need your parents, you need your teachers, you need your community. You need to be truthful to yourself, however, be disciplined enough, because the most successful people in life are also the most disciplined people. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Till next time. Ciao.